I just had a fabulous listener email me, and she said, Sarah, does Nutrafol work for men too? You better believe it. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement for men and women, with over 1 million people seeing thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding. Hello, me included. Nutrafol changed my life post-baby and postpartum hair. Amazing. Also, a lot of women going through menopause say that Nutrafol works for them as well. And like I mentioned, it works for the fellas. Take the first step right now to visibly thicker, healthier hair for a limited time. Nutrafol is offering my TSFS listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and you enter the promo code TSFS. Find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and hair care stylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code TSFS. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code TSFS. Woohoo! Every day I am getting one step closer to having another healthy baby, and Caraway Home is helping me do that. Their ceramic, naturally slick surface cookware allows you to cook with minimal butter. They're very easy to clean, just a little warm water, you wipe it down. And the best part is that Caraway products are made without any toxic materials like BFASs, BTFEs, and a bunch of other things like I can't even pronounce. So you don't have to worry about that. Right now, visit carawayhome.com/TSFS to take advantage of this limited time offer for 10% off your next purchase. This deal is exclusive to my Sarah Fraser Show listeners. So visit carawayhome.com/TSFS or use code TSFS at checkout. Caraway, non-toxic cookware made modern. It's time for you to see what all the fuss is about, read about their 5-star reviews, and why so many TSFS fans buy Caraway Home. Order now.
Survivor 46 is here, and so is On Fire, the only official Survivor podcast, and we have a twist this season. The winner of Survivor 45, Dee Valladares, will be joining us every week.
We're going behind the scenes of the biggest moments, the how and the why things happen, and the strategy and analysis you can only get from someone like me, a Survivor winner.
Listen to On Fire, the official Survivor podcast, wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome to the Sarah Fraser Show podcast. Another week. We are back for, actually, it's Monday. And normally I do all my pop culture recap of my favorite TLC shows on Wednesdays. But this coming Wednesday, I have a very special TLC guest, Matt, Kelly, and Devin. Devin is his new girlfriend, not fiance, although I asked them that question too. From I Love a Mama's Boy. So I Love a Mama's Boy season 3 just wrapped up. You know, that show, one of the biggest rating shows for TLC ever. Like, I mean, when season 2 ended, they had enormous ratings. They instantly ordered season 3. That's like unheard of. It's kind of crazy. And then, are we going to get a season 4? We'll see. I have not checked up on the ratings for I Love a Mama's Boy. I'm going to go with they're probably not as big as they were last season. Last season of season 2, they were averaging 1.2 million, 1.3. I mean, to put that in context, that's like bigger than any Housewives show. It's kind of crazy. So, but this season, Welcome to Plathville had a lot going on. I feel like 90 Day Fiance was huge and overlap. So it seemed like it got lost in the mix. But Matt, Kelly, and Devin are sitting down for their first exclusive interview. They do not do interviews. And I asked them, I mean, they're like villains on the show. Are they okay with that? You know, a lot of people don't want to be on reality television because they're often painted in a negative light. Anyway, it gets so juicy. Are they going to be getting engaged? I will tell you the whole deal. It's coming up on the Sarah Fraser Show this Wednesday. Today on the podcast, kind of a special episode. I'm doing a recap of Sister Wives because I have just gotten into Sister Wives. I'm a new fan. I want to know everything about the show. I've been doing some digging to get caught up. And then some other big things that we have coming up, like that I'm going to be talking about. Obviously, 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After aired last night. Bilal and Shaeeda. Bilal and Shaeeda continue to just draw so much criticism. The shopping scene of them looking for baby clothes, and also his body language to her, him mansplaining to her how much like things cost here in the United States. It's kind of crazy. So are you done with Bilal and Shaeeda? A lot of people are swearing off that. And then this is an interesting crossover too. So 90 Day Fiance Single Life also on. And so somebody on Pillow Talk, is someone on Pillow Talk dating somebody on the current cast of Single Life? I will tell you all that detail as well. Today is kind of cool. I'm actually streaming live on TikTok while simultaneously recording this podcast. So Fart Man wants me to show my belly button to prove that I'm not a lizard person. Fart Man, what a challenge. Cece is writing from San Diego. Love your podcast, listening in San Diego. Okay, I love me a person that's listening in San Diego. And then user, I don't know, 2 blah, 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 80 says, how's Cali? I love California. Like literally when I tell you I love everything about California, everything. Like for me, this was the perfect move. I love LA. I love Los Angeles. There's truly, actually, tomorrow on my podcast episode, because I do like 7 episodes a week, I do this whole thing, 5 things I love and 5 things I hate about LA. But honestly, I wouldn't even change. I can't even use the word hate. I love this city so much. There's some things I'd adjust. I mean, anybody that lives in California knows. I mean, it'd be nice to buy an affordable house, I don't know. Julie's getting me up to speed on Cody. I didn't think Cody worked, but read something about guns trading or something. Really? Oh my God. I read it's funny. It's interesting you say that. I read that he is in sales, but I was reading they've done so many episodes. He makes over $400,000 a year, Cody from Sister Wives, apparently. But now I hear, because they're on season 17, they mostly make all the money from the show. He also wrote a New York Times best-selling book about polygamy, and that did really, really well. And then, do I think that Pedro and Chantel's divorce is a sham from the family Chantel? No, I think it's real. People get mad at me when I say this, but because the rumor is, if you watch The Family Chantel, another great show I just got into this season, never even went back and watched season 1 because I don't give a rip. I mean, they were on 90 Day Fiance. You could basically follow their relationship. The show's gotten hot in season 4 because now they're getting divorced. And I say this all the time because there's a rumor that Chantel has been dating Rich Dolla Signs from Love and Hip Hop. Then there's a rumor that Drake slid in her DMs. I actually believe that to be true. I do think Drake checked up on her. Do I think they're dating? Chantel to me seems like she's too normal to date Drake. Nothing against Drake, but I mean, I couldn't date Drake. I'm sorry, I can't put up with Drizzy in the studio and then everybody's there and there's always so many people hanging around and then you got to make small talk with all these record fucking people. I don't care about any of that. I don't want to do any of that. I don't care. Chantel to me seems like she's a nurse. She's got her family. I don't think Chantel's sitting around Drizzy's mansion, waiting for him to do whatever he's doing, and I mean, then you got to deal with the nannies picking up Adonis and then they're dropping him off and he's got a baby. It's just so much, I couldn't do it. And Chantel to me seems like a woman that doesn't want to do it. She seems to me like now she's going to date somebody hot, rich, and probably not. I do kind of think she'll date somebody maybe famous, but I feel like it's not going to be Drake. I think their divorce is 100% absolutely happening. To me, I watch the show and I think Pedro wants nothing to do with her. Now, people say to me he's totally butthurt about the divorce. And what do I know? Maybe he is. I don't think so. To me, the entire season, you can tell that man is done. He doesn't want to go to therapy. He doesn't want to work it out. This is where I do need to go back and look at context because to me, Chantel seems to be the one showing up and trying to make it work. But then in years past, people have said Chantel has kind of made his life miserable. So it's time for him to move on. I don't think he gives a rip if she is dating, the president of the United States. If Chantel and President Joe Biden were doing it, I don't think that Pedro gives one rip. I think he's done. I think he's moved on. There's so many rumors about Pedro dating Antonella, who works at the real estate agency that he works at. And I got to say, I mean, he's always at that dingle-dangle, real estate agency, always. I mean, look, the market's still hot. There's a lot of homes to sell, but I mean, they do have hours. 9 to 5, and then on the weekends you're running an open house. He's like always there, always vacationing with Antonella. And Antonella's aunt owns the real estate company, and he wants to hang out with her too. And there's rumors that he's doing the aunt and doing Antonella. I mean, this man is so busy, he doesn't care. He's praying that the champagne poppy is going to take Chantel off his hands. And I mean, how great would that divorce be? Then he's probably going to get more. Anyway, he'd be so happy about that. So that's what I think. I think the divorce is 100% on. So Sister Wives, I watched last night. By the way, Sister Wives, you guys came through for Sister Wives. Sister Wives reportedly had their highest ratings. I'm obsessed with ratings. If you're newly finding me, I am obsessed with ratings, everything that's going on in people's lives, and I love people's sex lives. Now, do I need help? I'm sure. I have 2 therapists. Are they working? You can be the judge. But I love ratings, because I'm also a TV producer out here. I love finding out like what shows are working, like when things are hot, when things are not. And of course, I love like people's sex lives. So anyway, Sister Wives had the biggest ratings for their season premiere of their, they've been filming for 6 years. They're on season 17, I believe. 2.2 million people. 2.2 million people don't tune into anything TV related. This is like enormous. So huge ratings. And of course, we see Christine and Cody are getting divorced after 26 years of marriage. Christine wants out. This is what I don't understand. Can someone explain this to me about Cody? So Cody is he a complete narcissist? Because like Cody, they are so opposite. And I don't understand why he thinks that they're going to last, or why he feels slighted that he's getting kicked out of their house. I mean, Christine goes on to say that all the years they've been married, the kids they have together, which I think they only have like 1 child together. Cody's like kayaked with them maybe twice in like 12 years. I mean, has gone camping with them, I think, once. I mean, it sounds like Cody is never available, which I mean, the guy had 4 wives. Now he's down to 3 because Christine is definitely divorcing him. And I mean, I do have scoop. I do have a theory, too, now that Janelle is not with him either, because she's been spotted in Hawaii with Christine. And here's the thing, because Christine and Janelle are close, but let me tell you this. If you guys are married to the same man, and I don't know this, but I would bet the farm, all right? I'd bet the farm. If you guys are married to the same man, and one of you gets divorced from him, if the other woman hangs out with that woman long enough, she's going to leave him too. Okay, it's just how women work, right? We have this alliance usually. It works together. And Janelle is going to be out of there if she remains good friends with Christine. I'm hearing that by the end of this season, Cody's down to 1 wife. He only has Robin, who apparently is his, 4th wife and the one that he favors. I do feel like Mary's not going anywhere. Mary's like the first wife, I mean, I don't know. She seems rather ride or die. How about getting up to 5 hours of your life back when you sign up for Hungry Root meal prep and delivery service? I'm obsessed. I've tried a lot of meal prep boxes. This is one of my favorites. In fact, I actually emailed the client to see if I can get like a year's supply. They're like, Sarah, use your own damn code. Anyway, right now, I want you to go to hungryroot.com/TSFS because you are getting 40% off your first delivery and free veggies for life. The average Hungry Root customer saves 5 hours a week. That was us. On top of that, you can pick from vegetarian, keto, meat, anything that you like. Right now, Hungry Root is offering TSFS listeners 40% off your first delivery and free veggies for life. As I mentioned, just go to hungryroot.com/TSFS to get 40% off your first delivery and get those free veggies. That's hungryroot.com/TSFS. Also, don't forget to use my link so Hungry Root knows who sent you. Yeah. I call him the no-Zempic, been on Ozempic doctor. I'm talking about Dr. Applin and his wife who founded My Optimal Body. I'm so happy about this. These are the first mindful eating-based doctors I have ever partnered with. They see patients nationwide, and they are seeing more patients who have been on Ozempic, and Ozempic has failed for them. What makes My Optimal Body so unique, and why am I endorsing them? It's because Dr. Applin actually looks at food additives, your addiction to food, mood, your mental health. They do a whole look at you, including your gut health. Many of Dr. Aplin's patients are working out, restricting their diets, and still gaining weight. Why is that? Because something's going on in your body and with your mind. Visit myoptimalbody.com to request an appointment. Be sure to tell them the Sarah Fraser Show sent you so you can qualify for a free personalized assessment plus a bonus free 30-day supply of their gut repair product when you sign up for a customized plan. Again, that's myoptimalbody.com to request an appointment.
Hey, it's Kaylee Cuoco for Priceline. Ready to go to your happy place for a happy price? Well, why didn't you say so? Just download the Priceline app right now and save up to 60% on hotels. So whether it's Cousin Kevin's Kazoo Concert in Kansas City, go Kevin, or Becky's Bachelorette Bash in Bermuda, you never have to miss a trip ever again. So download the Priceline app today. Your savings are waiting.
Go to your happy place for a happy price. Go to your happy price, Priceline.
How many kids does Cody have, though? I'm trying to figure out how many children he has all together. I don't know. I have no idea. But anyway, so we see Christine saying that their marriage was really over. That scene, I thought that scene was really, really good, by the way, in the season premiere episode of just them sitting down in that library and, you know, really Christine laying out for him. And he just acts like such a baby. I mean, is that him? Is that the way he acts? Is Cody always acting like a baby? You know, I just thought the scene was so good. It was so riveting how they just went back and forth. And she was so calm. And she's like, look, this was over 12 years ago when I had our daughter and I needed help at night. And you said, I can't come over. I can't come over. I can't help with the children. I'm sorry. I have other wives to attend to. Because at this point, Christine must have been wife number 3. And then Robin's wife number 4. This is where I have to have you guys fill in the blanks. I thought Christine laid it out. And then, you know, she said she wants to be free. He doesn't want to let her go. On top of that, you know, she even says, which is true, Cody basically said to her, I don't even know if I can have sex with you. It's like, I mean, like, why are you staying? But in real life, Christine's completely moved on. She's left. She bought like a $1.1 million home in Utah. She left Arizona. I mean, this is my thing, is like, how are these guys affording all their homes? Now, and I've heard too, and Christine literally says, I think she has more than one child with Cody. She even says too, she's so upset because when her children were little, Cody was no help. She had to put her kids to bed and work at night to make money, because this was before probably the big money hit for Sister Wives, which they're all now making now. But I mean, again, it's been 6+ years. I mean, that's crazy. So anyhow, he might be down to just one wife. I'm really looking forward to getting into this season. I will say that first episode, just them in that library going back and forth, sucked me in. I mean, it was good drama. All right. 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After is out. Single Life is out. Single Life, to me, I mean, and of course I keep watching, but how have they not renamed this show? You know, it's single-handedly your fault. These people on this show, look in the mirror. It's you, not the people you're trying to date. I mean, oh my God. It's just George, Natalie. I mean, all of them, or is it Natalia? All right. You know, if you listen to this podcast show, you know, like getting people's names right is not my strength. So anyway, but I do have some scoop. You know, the rumor is, the word on the curb is that Tanya, who of course used to be with St. John, and John, Patrick's brother, John, you know, John was like into Tanya floating topless in that pool in Aruba. So a lot of people are like, can you imagine these two together? They would be so good together. I agree. I actually think those two could be good together because Tanya's very adventuresome. Although I'm going to be honest, John's kind of that New England, Boston guy. I mean, he seems a little boring in bed, doesn't he? He does. You know I'm right. John doesn't seem that adventurous, but I feel like Tanya might be able to spice it up. John, you know, is a family guy. John, now Patrick and Thais are having a baby. I mean, John wants a family. She wants a family. I kind of love them together. I've heard a lot of people trying to play matchmaker online. I'll hit John up in his DMs to see if he and Tanya have talked. But Tanya's a little smoke show. She's a little smoke show. I mean, I didn't need all that information on the latest episode of Single Life where she was talking about how she and Sinjin were like ready to get into leather play and bondage. I have everybody under the sun on my show, everybody. But to me, it's like, I have friends that are in the leather world. I mean, I don't know. God bless you guys. Who has time to have sex for like 2 hours? It must be nice. I mean, I have like jobs, a kid. My mom calls me every 10 minutes. Who are these people? Tanya says she and Sinjin were ready to like go and have like an open relationship and tie each other up in a basement for 2 hours. I mean, God bless you guys. I don't know what, maybe I don't schedule myself right. I don't know. Anyway, I thought that was interesting dirt. It would be really interesting if those two end up together. Okay, this is like a wild rumor, which I feel like I'm only sharing because I know this person. So I feel like it is completely false. But now there's a rumor that Shakib from I Love a Mama's Boy is on the down low with a guy who appeared on one of the 90 Day Fiance episodes. Actually, I shouldn't even bring it up because you know what? Maybe Shakib doesn't even want it brought up. And then on top of that, I don't know, maybe it's true. I'm sure it's not. But Mary Pants, who's a very interesting, I like her. I think it's a woman. I don't know, somebody that runs an Instagram. They kind of have like way too much. I don't want to spread like crazy rumors and lies about people. I really do try to like make it, you know, what people want out there. I mean, these people are great. Everybody on reality television is kind to share their lives with us, okay? And it's a TV show. Some people go way too far with these shows, trolling people, all this shit. No. But Lord, she made a whole post on Shakib liking this guy's, this 90 Day Fiance star who's gay, commenting on his body, all this stuff. I don't know how this equates to anything about On the DL. I don't. But it's out there, sadly. I don't know why people care about people's sexuality. Who cares? I mean, honest to God. I mean, I've had a woman on this show who thought she was married to, you know, the Statue of Liberty. I mean, go to it. Oh, Carlos, I think the guy's name is Carlos Valentine, maybe? Is that who it is? He was on like one of the very first seasons. Okay, anyway, look, Shakib I love. He's a friend. I do have to say, I don't think Shakib and Emily are going to be back for a season 4 of I Love a Mama's Boy. Just saying. I don't, because I think they're done. That's just my personal opinion. I think they were actually done before season 3, but I think they stuck in there because they'd been together for a while. Just my 2 cents. So anyhow, that's floating around. I don't believe it. Shakib's awesome. I love him. I think he'll be back on the podcast. And Shakib kind of has, I think, fun with people's comments. I don't think he cares at all. Happily Ever After, Kimbaly announced that she has a new fragrance out, a body spray. Okay, can someone tell me isn't a body spray a fragrance? What's the difference? I mean, instead of a fragrance where you're only supposed to spray it on your neck, on your wrist, like is a body spray like you could do it on your face? What the freak is the difference? I want to know. And she's done an ode to Soulja Boy. It's called Super Blossom by Kimbaly. Like it's literally by Kimba, like 5 A's, Lee. Super Blossom. What does Super Blossom smell like? I don't know, but I want to know. I want to buy it so badly. I'm here for it. Like Super Blossom by Kimbaly. I'm here for it. You know, to me, I don't know. I said this on my TikTok. I did a video about this. I said, you know, to me, Super Blossom, I mean, it reminds me of your hoo-ha, you know? And it's like these women that put like a jade egg up there for 4 days, you know? It's like, to me, it's like, that's like a Super Blossom. It's just like, whew, a lot of blossom. That's what I think of. But I could be way off. She's got a fragrance out. I think you can buy it, just Super Blossom. It's like by a company, I don't know, Beauty Trend or something. But if you just Google Kimbaly Super Blossom, her body spray will come up. Oh, I'm sorry, Beauty Kitchen. It's out by Beauty Kitchen. If you Google Beauty Kitchen, you can purchase it. I love it.
This episode is brought to you by Paramount Plus. Get in, loser! Mean Girls is now streaming on Paramount Plus. Join Katie Heron as she meets the plastics in Tina Fey's new twist on the modern classic. Get ready for more of the rumors, backstabbing, and jokes you loved from the original movie with some fetch surprises. Rated PG-13. Wear pink and head to ParamountPlus.com to try it free.
Does Monday at the office feel like a storm? Not with Microsoft Copilot. That feeling when Copilot gets everyone up to speed instantly? It's sunny again. When Copilot simplifies complex data so your teams can act, that sun's shining on a beach. And when Copilot uncovers hidden insights, you're on that beach with your people, and you find buried treasure. That's Microsoft Copilot. Learn more at Microsoft.com/AI for all.
The other big thing that is going around the universe of the TLC world is Jesse and Jennifer broke up. Say it isn't so. Although, you know what? Look, I'd have Jesse on. I think, although Jesse to me is such a hard person to get to the bottom of like what the truth is. So Jesse, you guys know him. He dated Darcy. He was on 90 Day Fiance. He was with Darcy from Darcy and Stacey, helped them get a spinoff. That went back and forth for years. Well, he's no longer with them. And then, of course, you know Jennifer, because she was with Tim, who is like a fan favorite. And so they have now broken up. And a lot of people, you know, are citing his obsession with getting Joe Exotic out of jail. I know what you're saying. I know what you're thinking. You're watching this and you're going to yourself, are you fucking speaking a foreign language, bitch? What are you talking about? Jesse from 90 Day Fiance, Darcy and Stacey, Joe Exotic. What in the world have you got going on, girl? So, you know, it's true. And Joe Exotic put up this photo of Jesse shirtless. Jesse looks great, by the way. He's a good-looking guy. Jesse is helping Joe Exotic. He wants to free Joe Exotic. I hate to tell Jesse this, but this is a lost cause. I mean, Trump may have given Joe Exotic a pardon. That was the closest that Joe Exotic was going to get. But do you think President Biden, I mean, that man has so many other things going on. Do you think he cares at all about what, you know, Joe Exotic is up to? Joe Exotic was found guilty of trying to have Carol Baskin murdered. I mean, the guy is going to serve jail time. But, you know, Joe Exotic apparently is in very bad health. You know, he's suffering from prostate cancer, and apparently it's quite severe. Somehow he's gotten linked up with Jesse. Now, Jesse claims that all of Joe Exotic's friends have left him, aside from Jesse. And Jesse is working with attorneys behind the scenes to free Joe Exotic. Go to it, I guess. But in the meantime, Jesse and Jennifer have cited their schedules. They've cited that they live in two different countries, that they can't be together. That's like, you know, part of it. I don't know. They, you know, then they have, you know, they have Jennifer and Jesse's Instagram together. And they just posted a picture like 4 or 5 days ago, essentially saying, you know, we're at the top of the mountain, everybody. Mm-hmm. Well, not so much. Seems like your relationship's in the tank. So anyway, there you go. There's the latest with them. I don't know. Okay. I've got to end with Bilal and Shaeeda because so much talk about Bilal and Shaeeda. Here again, you know what? See, I say you guys are getting me in trouble because I say to myself, I'm not going to perpetuate rumors. I hate that shit, you know, because it's damaging to people, and people going on reality TV are amazing. They're giving us access to their lives. When they shoot these reality shows, they're shooting for like 1 month, 2 months. They're shooting for hours at a time. You're getting nothing interesting. And then you're getting that one little nugget, that like 10 minutes where they don't act, you know, appropriate. And then it's totally blown up. But, ooh, people have had it with Bilal and Shaeeda. I mean, even with Shaeeda, they claim now that Shaeeda's motivation is money, that she's blinded by Bilal having cash. It's so sad to watch these scenes. I keep trying to say to myself, okay, what are the redeeming qualities of Bilal? I mean, in that store where the kids' clothes are, and Bilal mansplaining to her about money and the conversion, and it's just like, oh my God, this gets worse. This gets worse. I would have thought them being on 90 Day Fiance would have watched themselves and gone, all right, you know, if we do love each other, we need to start showing one another that we love each other. He just I mean, he treats her like she's dumb. And unfortunately, I'm beginning to go, is she? Because what woman puts up with the mansplaining? It's just, and to me, it's so sad about the child. She wants to have a baby so badly. And she says, you know, by 40. I mean, look, I'm a woman. I thought, oh, it's going to be so easy to have a baby. So many women feel this way. The first time I got pregnant, I ended up having a molar pregnancy miscarriage. It's so tragic. It's like having a miscarriage. I'm sure many of you listening or watching have had one. And until you've had one, it is the most sad, depressing feeling. Like there's just so much, you put so much emphasis and love into this little person that isn't here yet, And so to me, I'm like, Shaeeda, you can't wait to start trying. I mean, you can, but you don't know what your baby journey is going to be. You may not get pregnant for years if you start trying like right before 40. And she's already 38. People also find, and they were trending on Twitter the past couple of days, that Bilal is abusive, emotionally abusive towards Shaeeda. Manipulative, abusive, holds money over her head. I think it's really hard to make those leaps. I do. I think it's very, very difficult to put that out there, but their relationship is so hard to watch. So hard to watch. And it continues. People are just so fed up. The red flags. These are some of the thoughts on Twitter. Red flags happen every single episode to Shaeeda. So much Bilal is even wearing red and she can't notice it. People are living for this year's TikTok. Pillow Talk. TikTok and Pillow Talk. I don't know. I can't make any... I cannot make any like assumptions about their relationship. They seem to be going online, meaning Shaeeda and Bilal seem to go online every single week and like proclaim that they're still in love. I don't know, guys. I'm beginning to think that's just their relationship. That's just what it is. In our eyes, we don't get it, but for them, my fear for her so much though is like, Shaeeda's going to wake up in a couple years and she's not going to have a baby. She's not going to be any further ahead. I don't know. Maybe there's something there. Maybe behind the scenes, they're like amazing together, but to me, it seems we don't even go 2 steps forward with those two. It's just like we're continuing to go backwards, like as far back as we can get. Am I not the only one that thinks this? Anyway. So that was big and trending in the 90-day world. Yes, someone had commented too, are we going to continue to see Jennifer and Jesse on Pillow Talk? I think we are together, even though, because lots of times I think they tape the Pillow Talks, like they've already got the episodes edited. I think they're probably seeing and reacting to those shows. They clearly are because they released the Pillow Talks like that night. So I think Jesse and Jennifer probably already taped the Pillow Talks. You're still going to get them, even though they've broken up in real life. So there you go. All right. You can follow me here on TikTok. If you're listening, it's at the Sarah Fraser Show podcast. Love you guys. Oh my God. Kristen is here. Hello. We love Kristen. She's amazing. She's a TLC alum from the fabulous show Hot and Heavy, which they should have brought back, but that's a whole nother discussion. Coltrane says, oh, Shaeeda, I just think she's convincing herself and accepting so much from Bilal that she needs to know. I know. We all feel that way. We feel that way. And then don't forget to be subscribing to my podcast on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. This Wednesday, big interview. And Devin, I think, was just on here. Matt Kelly Devin. Devin is Matt's new girlfriend that you see in the final episode of season 3 of I Love a Mama's Boy. So they're giving their first ever tell-all. And look, they don't hold anything back. I have to give them full credit. They answered every single question. Every single question. They talked openly about their relationship. They talked about, and it was fascinating. I mean, now being off camera, has Kelly given Devin a hard time? Matt, so many rumors about Matt, does he read them online? Does he respond? It's a really juicy interview. So that goes down this Wednesday if you're a fan of I Love a Mama's Boy. All right, bye everybody. Thanks for joining the live. Bye everybody. And then it takes me like 2 hours to figure out how to end this live. Okay.